Wrestling, 3 men stake their claim for the future.
I'm going to make a match. The guy that gets pinned in that match, he's not even going to have a title shot until Bound for Glory next year. You, AJ, you're in. Rude and the Cowboys in. Whoever becomes victorious is going to get the title shot.
Whose career will have a major turning point? Austin Aries stole from the world champion.
I walked into this company and I started my way up the ladder. And outside of 3 seconds at Bound for Glory, I've been the most dominant man in this company. But you see, at turning points, I will reclaim my spots at the top of the heap.
Jeff Hardy made Aries eat his words.
Climbing the ladder, it was a metaphor, Jeff. Turning point, ladder match, Aries 22.
Aces and Eights found their latest victim.
Aces and Eights just beating the hell out of Kurt Angle.
Joseph Park surprised everyone.
We have discovered a loophole. Open fight night. I now challenge any member from Aces and Eights to a fight right now.
Somebody from Aces and Eights is going to get their mask ripped off their face.
The bully called out his brother.
Devon, I want to kick your freaking ass!
And a member of the Aces and Eights was revealed. How will the Aces and Eights respond? Impact Wrestling starts right now.
You call yourself a director of chaos? You're not even a full text-in member yet. You're still a prospect. And you lost your mask. Your identity is out there for everybody to see. Doc, you got 1 week. 1 week to show everyone at this table why you deserve a seat here.
You know, Doc, I don't know how this club is going to vote on this, and I don't know how you're going to prove yourself. All I know is Hogan made a match for Sting and Angle against any one of us. So that means I think you and I should take that match. Yeah. And I think that's where you need to right the wrong.
I know I let you guys down. I know what I got to do. Tonight, I'm going to make this right.
It's Impact Wrestling Live, and it's the final stop before Turning Point on pay-per-view. Hi, everyone. Todd Kennelly here, along with JB Jeremy Borash, and we are just 3 days away from Turning Point.
With Turning Point this Sunday, every member of the roster involved in Turning Point is going to be looking to get some momentum heading into this Sunday's event, and there are some huge matchups going down tonight.
Oh, you're not kidding. Check this out. The Icon Sting, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, they take on Devon and the Director of Chaos.
And then, after a 10-year absence, Christian York returned last week, competed in the ring as a gut check contestant. Tonight, his fate lies squarely in the hands of our 3 judges.
And look out, this one promises to be explosive. A huge 6-man tag team match tonight.
2 big matchups that we're going to be seeing this Sunday at Turning Point combined into a 6-man tag team match. We've got the World Tag Team Champions teaming up with Magnus, and we have a visitor.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's a creek swimming, moonshine sipping, and maybe opponent scouting tonight, because this first matchup features his 2 opponents from Turning Point.
And he's headed our way from Leapers Fork, Tennessee. Welcome the Cowboy James Storm to the announce table. Pull up a chair to the bar, Storm. You've got some scouting to do tonight. It's a big matchup. Yeah, put the hat on down.
All right, now we can get this party started.
Put that thing on.
There we go.
Storm, this is going to be a big matchup right out of the gate. It's going to be the phenomenal AJ Styles taking on Bobby Roode. You ready?
Let's get the wrestling going, boys.
The bowling contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The phenomenal AJ Styles getting ready to kick things off with this huge one-on-one matchup has a lot of ramifications going into Turning Point. Talk on your huge opportunity that you have at Turning Point.
You know, AJ, he's been here since day one, just like me, and he's ready to prove to the world that he can be the man again.
And such big stakes at hand this Sunday in this matchup. So much at stake in the three-way match we are going to see this Sunday.
His opponent from Toronto, Canada, the It Factor of professional wrestling, Bobby Roode.
The It Factor, Bobby Roode, has a lot of history with you, Cowboy.
You know, we go back a long ways, but history was left at Bound for Glory. I look at now, it's all about building the Cowboy James Storm.
And looking ahead to the future, looking ahead to this Sunday, that three-way matchup, so much at stake with this, knowing that whoever comes out on top this Sunday, Storm, will get a shot, the next shot, at the World Heavyweight Champion.
You know, I look at it like it's my time. I paid my dues. I beat everybody up in this company since I've come back, and now it's time for me to become the World Heavyweight Champion.
But on the flip side of that, JB, the person who suffers the pinfall loss or is forced to submit at Turning Point will be ineligible for another title match until Bound for Glory 2013, and that's the earliest that they could get a shot.
Storm, you're looking at a scenario where either this Sunday you could be in line for the next shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, or you could be out of the title picture entirely till October.
You know, it's one of those things. I don't look at me getting beat. I got so much momentum going into this Sunday. So all I got to say is it only takes one last call super kick.
And talking about momentum, how important is it for AJ Styles and Bobby Roode to try and pick up the victory in this one-on-one matchup heading into Turning Point?
It's all about head games, and whoever gets the pinfall here has an advantage over the other guy. That's how I look at it.
No question about it. And as we get into this matchup here, I want to remind everybody that TNA Wrestling is on Facebook. TNA Wrestling is on Twitter, Facebook. You can follow Dixie Carter on Facebook /TNA Dixie, and of course at TNA Dixie on Twitter. All the latest news and information. Follow her right now on Twitter. And Bobby Roode and AJ Styles in action here. And I got to ask you, Storm, what about this bucket list you put together? Your career goals, your aspirations coming up.
Hey, it's very simple. Number 10. Kick the crap out of Bobby Roode. 9 through 2, drink a lot of beer. And number 1, win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, look out here. Bobby Roode had him countered. AJ Styles loves to drop down and then score with that huge drop kick. But the It Factor has been watching a lot of film.
You know, he is the It Factor. You know, I've been with him for a long time, and he watches a lot of tapes on everybody. I give him credit for that. He'll sit at home and he'll watch them for 4 or 5 hours just to find that one weakness in a guy.
And is it hard to get the advantage against somebody like Bobby Roode because he is so good at that mental game of chess inside the ring?
It is. It's so hard to get the advantage of Bobby Roode. Like I said, he studies the tapes. And you got to be on top of your game if you're going to beat Bobby Roode.
On the flip side, though, AJ Styles sends him in hard and heavy into the steps. Styles so tenacious, as you mentioned. He's been here since day one, the first ever Grand Slam champion in TNA Wrestling.
Storm, I got to ask you, hypothetically, let's say you're in the position to win the match. Let's say super kick to both guys. You've got to pin one or the other. You've got to send one guy packing till October. Who do you pick? Who do you pin and eliminate from the title picture if you had your choice?
No doubt in my mind, Bobby Roode. Because to me, he is one of the biggest threats right now going in TNA Wrestling. And I would like to see him just to sit at home for almost a whole year, wondering what it would be like if he could get another opportunity right now for the World Heavyweight Championship.
We saw what happened when he had to sit out the opportunity after the loss to Austin Aries, where he wasn't allowed a World Heavyweight title shot. Now another scenario could be in place this Sunday where he's out of the title picture again.
A lot of physicality here between AJ Styles and Bobby Roode. Man, are they trading leather or what here, boys?
Storm, it's good to know that you can hang right in there. We saw the matchup. Whoa. Last man standing at Bound for Glory. Have you recovered from that match? It's almost been a month.
You know, you don't ever really recover from a match like that. You just kind of press on and kind of forget about the injuries that came along with a match like that.
The It Factor was sent up high into the air there. And now Maintaining control, though. The striking by Bobby Roode. Just trying to use that slow, methodical pace. Doesn't want AJ to uncork that high-flying offensive arsenal that he's so notorious for.
I've been in the ring with both of them, and Bobby Roode will pick you apart if he has an opportunity.
Again, so much on the line at Turning Point. It could be a turn for the better or a turn for the worse. This matchup goes into the cover now. As this match rages on, who is going to get the advantage? This match continues when we return on Impact Wrestling Live.
Quiznos Chef.
Live as this high-profile matchup between Bobby Roode and AJ Styles continues. As Styles sends him into the corner here, Todd Kennelly, Jeremy Borash, joined by the Cowboy James Storm.
And you see that graphic on the mat for Hire a Veteran. It's Spike TV's great program right now to help out the veterans of our country. You can go to spike.com for more information. You got to see this.
Ooh, and look at that. Bobby Roode really hung him up to dry there on that top rope. Again, that physical, slow pace by Bobby Roode, and it has allowed him to maintain control of this one-on-one matchup. Roode is measuring him here, gentlemen. Oh, huge neck breaker off the second rope. That could do it. Quickly into the cover goes Roode, and a near fall.
Storm, this is where Bobby Roode is so dangerous on the offense. When he has you where he wants you.
He will. Like I said, I've been with him, and I've watched him standing on the ring apron just pick guys apart. I mean, just tear them apart. Things that you wouldn't think would hurt on guys.
Let me ask you something, Storm. There's a cover. The three-way matchup this Sunday at Turning Point. Scenarios, they can come up in a three-way match. Do you see any circumstance under God's green earth that you would work with Bobby Roode to try and take out AJ Styles if the scenario presented itself this Sunday?
This is going to shock you, but yeah, I would. And I'd work with AJ, and I'm sure Bobby and AJ work together, because if you get rid of one man, you don't have to watch your back as much as you would with all three guys standing up. But the way they're beating the hell out of each other. I ain't got to worry about either one of them.
Oh, hard and heavy into the corner there. A lot of leverage by the It Factor. Yeah, to your point there, James, in that style of matchup, the triple threat, you almost have to have eyes in the back of your head.
And Storm, with so much at stake this Sunday at Turning Point, one man's career going to go down the toilet basically for the next year in the World Heavyweight title scenario. But at the other hand, you could be in line for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. I know you're going to be watching the main event this Sunday very closely. What are your thoughts on that?
Hulk Hogan asked me if I was a gambling man, and of course I am. So I threw my name in the hat. I'm taking a gamble. It's all in or go home, basically.
And I got to think it would make you feel good if we could do that at the expense of Bobby Roode. But he's looking impressive here in this opening contest. And sound strategy here, gentlemen, really trying to wear down the high flyer.
Well, as Storm mentioned before, you guys have been here since the very beginning of this company. The three of you probably know each other more than any three wrestlers in this organization, given the fact that how much time you've spent together in the ring as opponents. Going to be for an interesting match this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to seeing the three-way match, not only because of the implications, to see who comes out on top in this.
JB, they always say AJ Styles is the face of TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling. Well, as much as I'd like to beat Bobby Roode, I wouldn't mind sticking a foot into the face of Impact Wrestling also, because I want to become the face of Impact Wrestling. That comes with being the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, it's lights out when that last call super kick is delivered. Very few get up. Oh,
big time enziguri there by AJ Styles. Dim the lights of the It Factor. AJ's got to find a way to crawl over into the cover and capitalize here, but a lot of time ticking away.
Storm, who has more heart? Who has more inside? Who can dig down deep and pull it out here?
That's what it's all about. And right now, like I said, AJ, he's been here for a reason. He's proved why he is the best in the world right now. It's because stuff like that, he pulls stuff out of nowhere. Things that the human body is not able to do, AJ Styles can do it.
And how at this point in the matchup, he's got that spring left in his legs. This has been an absolute war from the opening bell. They have been going at it. Reversal by Bobby Roode. Looks to follow in. AJ countering, though, and again, Bobby Roode has been very effective at using that top rope as an ally in this matchup.
Storm, you got to be enjoying this. I mean, these two are beating the hell out of each other, and we're just 3 days away from Turning Point.
I'm loving it more than a cold 12-pack right now, JB.
That's saying something.
Yeah, speaking of, no beers for the booth up here, Cowboy? What's up?
Not right now. Like I said, this is very important to me.
Oh, big-time Hurricane Rana.
That's it.
Hook of the leg, deep hook of the leg, almost had him there. How close was that? fellas.
And you got to know momentum going into Turning Point out of this match is so important for both men.
Oh, hold on here. It could be the beginning of the end. He was thinking Styles Clash. But split-second counter there by Bobby Roode. That's why he was the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in company history. Big-time spinebuster on the money by Roode.
He lifted him up and dropped him straight down. Really, really hard. That kind of knock just takes the wind right out of you, Storm.
I've been on the receiving end of that double R spine buster, and like you said, it knocks the wind out of you and does knock you loopy.
And the speed becomes a factor. Nice roll up here by AJ. Could he have him transitioning into the Styles Clash, James?
Styles Clash. Once again.
Well, it may be a game of he who counters last, counters best here. Nobody home for the Pele. Is this going to pay off for Roode? Oh!
How well have these two scouted one another? Unbelievable. Bobby Roode ducking out of the way of the Pele kick in the last second. That's the experience. That's from being in the ring with AJ Styles.
But Cowboy on the other side, how many people has Roode put away with that fisherman suplex?
He's put away a lot of people. I've been on the receiving end and been beat by it also. So,
look out.
See, this is what hurts.
Oh,
all right.
James Storm leaving the broadcast area here as Bobby Roode has grabbed a chair. You talked about trying to get the advantage going into Turning Point. Is he going to try and take out AJ Styles?
Storm would have nothing to do with it. None of that as Bobby Roode went for the hold on.
AJ Styles springing cross body out of the springboard to the outside. Wow, what action we have. And we're just kicking things off, JB.
We are just getting going on what will be a huge impact tonight, knowing that we have Turning Point just 3 days away this Sunday. I mean, it's going to be a wild matchup this Sunday with these three. I guarantee you that, because these three have so much at stake, good and bad, in this matchup, knowing the consequence, knowing the benefit of a victory and a loss.
All three men, former world heavyweight champions. They want so badly to get back in the hunt. Tries it again, but this time, Roode was ready for it. Quickly into the cover, and he gets it.
The bad landing.
Mentioned, JB, he who counters last, maybe would win this, and that's exactly what went down.
It was a back and forth, very evenly paced matchup for both of these two, and as Storm made his way down to the ring, you gotta wonder what's gonna happen this Sunday at Turning Point.
Mr. Hogan. I guess we're all formal now, huh? We're not buds anymore, right?
Let me tell you something, brother. You need to quit walking around here like you're the champ, because you're not. And it seems like the greatest man that ever lived should be able to win the title, not steal it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to win it back, and I'm not real happy. It's going to have to be in a ladder match, Hulk. I don't want a ladder match. I'm not a ladder climber. I'm a professional wrestler.
Well, there's something else you're not. You're not the general manager, and you don't make the rules around here. The ladder stays. That's a lock, but you're not, brother. If you don't hand over the title by the end of the show, I'll find somebody else that wants a shot. Figure it out quick.
Real nice. Another man drinking the Jeff Hardy Kool-Aid, huh?
Yet to come tonight on Impact, it's a tag match featuring the two unmasked members of the Aces and Eights taking on the Icon Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. A six-man tag team matchup. It's Kazarian and Daniels.
With their
fans in the palm of your hand with timing. Timing is everything.
Timing. I'm all for timing. We need timing tonight. Hulk called me, said we got a match against Aces and Eights. I said I want Kurt Angle on my side. We got Wes Briscoe as the shadow behind you here. We need shadows like you. You got to have eyes in the back of your head. You, me, Aces and Eights tonight. It is show time. Timing.
Watch and learn. Come on.
Welcome back inside the Impact Zone. Joseph Park is standing by in the ring.
So, can I go? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a bit of a trying week, to say the least. It took me almost an hour to get out of bed this morning. That's how sore I am. But after the egregious act that was perpetrated upon me last week by this Aces and Eights, it made me realize two things. Number one, the human body's not meant to go through tables. And number two, it made me realize how great of a feeling it was when I took that mask off that Aces and Eights hooligan. Albeit an accident, and I don't know how I did it, it still felt great nonetheless. Now, all week long, my partners at Park and Park have pleaded with me to stop this request for a match. And I told them the same thing that I told all of you and all of you. It's not about being an attorney. It's not about being a wrestler. It's about being a man. And as a man, I want my match with Aces and Eights. Now, there's only one man that can make that happen, and that's General Manager Hulk Hogan. Now, Hulk, I'm out here one last time pleading with you. No, Hulk, I'm begging you. Please, give me the match with Aces and Eights. I have stood by you since the day I showed up here at Impact Wrestling, and now I'm asking you, Hulk, stand by Joseph Park this one time.
Looks like he's not going to have to wait long to perhaps get his answer. Here comes the general manager. Here comes the Hulkster.
And will he stand by Joseph Park? You know, up until this point, I think Hulk Hogan has just been trying to protect Joseph Park from Joseph Park.
Well, think about the history. Joseph Park first came onto the scene here at Impact Wrestling. He was searching for his brother. He really got caught up in this war with the Aces and Eights, and think what he's been put through as a result.
Well, I mean, just, 7 days ago, put through a table, hasn't gotten out of bed really that well. He said even this morning. And when you have a man in there that's really, not accustomed to this activity, this brutality, Hulk Hogan has a really tough scenario put in front of him by Joseph Park.
Joseph. Brother, we are so proud of you for what you've done for all of us. You gave us some momentum to keep the fight going against Aces and Eights. And when you pulled the mask off that biker, that gangster, that lowlife, brother, it made us all proud. But Joseph, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And in this case, brother, you were very, very lucky. All due respect, Joseph, you're not a wrestler, brother. You should not be in this ring. And yes, you are a very, very good lawyer. But for you to ask me in front of all the people in the Impact Zone if I could put you at risk in this ring, the first thing that comes to mind is the liability, brother, as the general manager.
Somebody who's about to weigh in on the situation.
Bully Ray, never one to hide his opinion, that's for sure.
I didn't want to come out here and interrupt you, but I did because I know what you're about to say. You're about to tell him no. You know how I know that? Because you've been telling me no for the past 2 months. I'm sticking up for Joseph Park. He might just be a lawyer, but the guy's got heart. The guy's got guts. And he's a pretty tough son of a bitch, if you ask me.
Bully Ray would know.
He's been in the ring with me. He's fought me. He's also got a lot to prove against the Aces and Eights. You saw what he went through, Hulk. They had him in the clubhouse. He wants to get his hands on them just as bad as you do and just as bad as I do. Hulk, I believe in Joseph Park.
Brother, I do too, but I'm running this company, not you.
Yes, Hulk, we know that you're running the company. It's not me. I just want you to listen to me and trust me for 1 second. I believe in him, and they believe in him. Hulk, these are your fans. Hulk, these are your Hulkamaniacs. Hulk, why say no when it feels so damn good to just say yes? Please, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Please.
Joseph, just this one time.
Wow, how about that? Bully Ray and the Impact Zone make the closing argument for the attorney. The verdict is in. Just one time, Joseph Park is going to get his match.
Turning Point just got a whole lot more interesting. Hulk Hogan is granted the match, and it's going to happen this Sunday at Turning Point on pay-per-view.
Schnookums, you were so dominant last week. No wonder LA loves you. Oh, God.
Did you see me hit her with all my sweet signature moves?
I was there.
The shooting star press, the shiny wizard. Then I finished her off with my super double tiger driver.
Amazing. You're just so smart and
it was amazing.
Intelligent.
I definitely solidified my spot.
And brilliant.
In the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
You didn't hit me with any of that crap, you TM douche. You got me with a little schoolgirl. You know, you guys call yourself a little power couple here?
We are.
There's only one power couple here in TNA, and that's me and my hubby, EY. He's not here tonight, but you know what? Screw it. How about me against the two of you? I've beaten your ass before, and I know I can beat your little tight ass.
It is tight.
So let's do this next, ladies. Get ready. I'll give you a little shooting star tiger bomb. Boom!
She's disgusting.
We're going to need a lot of hand
A
sanitizer.
lot of hand sanitizers. Get it. We can be so
truckloads
dominant.
of
We
it,
are the
though.
dominant couple.
He got in my way. You know what? Who made the call? Did you make the call? Did you? Who said James could come out there and commentate and scout? That's what this is all about.
Hey, I made the call, bro. I made the call. We've been here the same amount of time. Maybe I was out there scouting, but somehow you're the face of TNA Wrestling. You're the face of Impact Wrestling. This Sunday, how's it going to look when the face of Impact Wrestling gets kicked in? See you this Sunday, bro.
The pulling contest scheduled for one fall is a knockout handicap match. Introducing first from Minneapolis, Minnesota, one half of the knockout tag team champions, ODB.
And while ODB makes her way to the ring, I do want to call attention to the T-shirt AJ Styles was wearing there backstage. Make an impact. Going to tell you more about that in just a moment.
And her opponents, the team of Jesse and the knockout champion, Tara.
That's right, make an impact. To make an impact to help the victims affected by Superstorm Sandy, go to TNAMakeAnImpact.com. Purchase an official Make an Impact t-shirt today. 100% of the proceeds are going to the Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. TNAMakeAnImpact.com. It's the t-shirt available now. What a great cause. And what an odd matchup.
talking about making an impact. The Hollywood power couple of Tara and Jesse have really made an impact, especially on ODB as of late. You know, ODB sometimes likes to hit that flash. Sometimes she's seeing double, but she's challenged both Tara and Jesse here tonight.
Well, right now, Jesse's seeing double, that's for sure. Wow. And look at this. This has been a battle she's just pretty much waged on her own.
Yeah, that loss to Jesse just last week did not sit well with ODB. She's looking to do something about it, but runs right into that double elbow. And look at this, caressing the bicep. Again, Jesse told me that he has names for both of his arms. I didn't bother to stick around to hear what they were.
Now, let's just hope they left it with that. You know, obviously, these two they're just too much. Really, they're just flat out too much. She's infatuated with him. She thinks he's a complete big star, big celebrity all over TMZ. Sure, he's been on there, but...
Blatant choke here by Tara. Knockouts official Taryn Terrell is going to have to get in there and admonish her for that. You know, I guess this is going to be a true handicap match. It's going to be 2-on-1 at all times. I thought perhaps they'd have to tag in and out, but doesn't seem to be the case. So ODB certainly has her work cut out for her, but she looks to be up to the task, always up for a fight.
Well, they may want to tag out after taking this offense from ODB, who's just an out there girl. Let's be honest. She is out there. She's not afraid to wrestle men, not afraid to wrestle women.
And how about that power scoop and a slam for Jesse, and likewise one for the Knockouts champion, and she just deposits her on the body of her boy toy.
We saw what she did last week. Oh, look at that. Right into the corner. But she's fast.
Yeah, deceptively agile is ODB. And this is not where Jesse wants to be. Look out here. Taking Tara for a trip down south with that drop toe hold. Uh-oh. Might be time for a little Bronco busting.
It's coming in. Wow.
You know, Tara and Jesse seem like they'd be up for just about anything in terms of their social plans, but I think this is where they draw the line. Spear there by ODB. This is her chance to capitalize. Look at this cover. She's going to put away the Knockouts champion, and she does. How impressive was that?
Your winner, ODB.
I'll tell you what, we saw what she did in the ring last week with Jesse. This week, 2-on-1 battle, and she overcomes ODB.
Uh-oh. But look at the face of Jesse. He's not... Uh-oh. He got caught, but from behind the numbers game now, just too much. They hit her with that flash, JB. And now Tara's got her set up for the widow's peak, and she nails her with it. There's no call for this. ODB had already won this matchup.
She had gotten the pinfall, and now that flash being used as a weapon. And this is just, come on. I mean, really.
This is just insult to injury.
Nah, come on, right across. Is there nothing these...
I've heard a song in the wound, but not whiskey in the wound. This Hollywood couple just continues to reign supreme here on Impact.
Wow. Too much. They're too much.
Looking at me, they crossed the line this time. They embarrassed me by pouring my liquid all over me. I mean it, EY. You gotta be here this Sunday. Me and you take on the TMZ wannabe Hollywood douchebags. All right? You better listen to this voicemail. I love you!
Wow. This Sunday?
Wow, this Thanksgiving, well, you can fill up your gut and then get ready for a Gut Check Thanksgiving edition of Open Fight Night.
All of the previous Gut Check winners are going to be there. And speaking of Gut Check, how about this last week? Christian York competing against Zema Ion for his opportunity to get a spot on the Impact Wrestling roster. He did great against Zema Ion. However, tonight it all lies squarely in the hands of our three judges. Will he be an Impact superstar tonight?
We got a lot of these guys we need to look at, okay? I agree. For a potential gut check, but that's not important.
Tonight is important. And the fate of Christian York, that's what's important.
I think it's a no-brainer. Well, Taz, you weren't here. You got to watch it on TV, man. How did Christian come across?
I didn't watch it on TV because I have no power at home, but I did see it once I got here in the TV truck, and I got to say, It's a no-brainer.
Well, we've got to talk about pros and cons. I think that, Christian obviously has experience and he's got a maturity about him.
You got to wonder, a guy like Christian York who's been around as long as he has, why hasn't he hit the mother load yet?
To your question, though, I think it's because he's always been attached to somebody else, and that person took the spotlight.
Right. Well, that's a good point, and that's kind of where I was going with this, because Christian he's been one half of a tag team for most of his career. Is he able to transcend the tag team genre and be able to go out on his own and actually make it as a singles competitor?
Well, there is a precedent for that here in TNA. I mean, Beer Money with James Storm, Bobby Roode, there was a big question about whether or not those two could have a singles career, and they both went off in different directions and have been very successful.
But that's not always the case.
Me personally, I don't care if a guy was in a tag team or not. Listen, the guy came out here, he looked great. He's in great shape. He got in the ring. He wasn't playing wrestler. He is and was a wrestler.
But I'm not 100% certain as to whether or not it's a done deal.
We have to weigh in, as Taz said. Is there reasons why he wasn't in big time before? So we've got a big decision.
I think so. I think we'll make the right decision. I mean, I usually do.
Yeah. And, well, as long as your decision-making isn't the same as your...
Yeah.
It's a nice jacket.
Take a look in the mirror before you leave the house, if I'm begging you.
Right. Oh, look. You're wearing Naga hide.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Just a few short minutes away from this huge tag team matchup. Wow. Unbelievable. Kurt Angle.
Here, huh? That's heavy pyro.
I didn't need that left ear. Kurt Angle, just a couple weeks ago, was targeted by the Aces and Eights. He was handpicked by the Stinger to be his partner tonight in this tag team war.
Certainly was, and what a showdown it was last night at the end of Impact. We saw an all-out war being waged. TNA versus the Aces and Eights.
Tag team partner from Venice Beach, California, the Icon Sting.
Here comes the Icon Sting. He gets set to resume the war. When we return, and Mike Tenay and Taz will be here with the call.
And their opponents, representing Aces and Eights, Doc and Devon.
It's Mike Tenay and Taz welcoming you back to the Impact Wrestling Live. Taz, so good to have you back in the Impact Zone, my friend.
Glad to be back. Let's get this thing rolling, baby.
Last week, Joseph Park delivered on Sting's promise that someone from Aces and Eights would be unmasked. As we heard earlier tonight, direct from their clubhouse, the biker who was revealed, he was identified as Doc, the director of Chaos, and Doc has been put on notice by the gang.
Sure has. And Devon tried to motivate him, as did the rest of Aces and Eights. So if you're those two men, Sting and Kurt Angle, you got to deal with a pissed off director of Chaos in Doc. Imagine having that moniker, huh?
Imagine joined by the Sergeant at Arms, Devon. We heard that Doc was just a prospect, not yet a patched-in member. And here we go. It's Sting and Kurt Angle. What a team this is. The Icon, the Olympic gold medalist, and it gets physical already.
Well, I agree. Sting and Angle, definitely a dream team. Oh! But dealing with Aces and Eights, especially in this fashion here. Now we see faces, finally, in Devon and the director of Chaos, Doc. We're seeing who these two guys are, but it don't matter right now. Turning it up, and here comes Angle.
And that's exactly what Aces and Eights did not want. They did not want their identities revealed. They told Doc, show us why you deserve a seat at the table tonight, as Devon gets sent right into the steel steps, courtesy of Kurt Angle. Opposite side of the ring, the Icon Sting taking it to the director of Chaos, Doc.
And if you are Doc, you gotta deal with Sting right now, even though this is a tag team contest. That's a tall order.
And what an amazing team this is in Sting and Kurt Angle. Sting talked about timing earlier, and how about the timing on that? Doc dropped on his head. Icon covers no just two.
That's how Sting attacks, man. Just the quickness. with that DDT. And oh, look at the Director of Chaos, Doc, dropping Sting with that hard clothesline, and now grounding and pounding is this massive man from Aces and Eights.
How about the complexion of this tag team match? Quickly changes in favor of Aces and Eights, and the Sergeant at Arms goes airborne, drops the head.
It's a tag team match. You got someone like Devon in that match who was on the apron and was the difference maker. He hit Sting from behind. It's well documented. Devon, an expert in the realm of tag team wrestling.
What a huge advantage that has to be for this team of Devon and Doc. And Sting really feeling at this point the physicality being dished out as Devon springs back and then drops that elbow right across the chest and neck. Follow cover for 2.
And you'll notice how Devon, again, back to my point about being a tag team specialist, he'll cut that ring in half. He'll keep Sting towards him and the Director of Chaos, Doc, towards their corner. Now you see that the frustration being built in Angle. Very tough, and I've been there. When you're on the apron watching your partner get beat up.
This pin attempt here after the repeated elbow drops, but just 2 on Sting.
It's very frustrating, not to be able to get in the ring and help your partner. I've been there in tag team matches, and
that's so frustrating, isn't it?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Suplex leads to another pin cover and another 2 count.
Mike, I got to tell you, this Doc here, okay, this Director of Chaos, this guy, he is just a mammoth of a man, and he moves so well in that ring. So you see his athletic ability. He's got to be freaking, I don't know, 6'7", 6'8".
6'8", I would say, yes. 6'7", 6'8", as he gets back up now.
I know he's definitely taller than me for sure. But, you know what I'm saying? And now, again, the frequent tags here, as you see Devon coming back into this contest, Sting in a bad way. Watch out!
Big-time leg drop by the Sergeant at Arms as Devon plays to the crowd here at the Impact Zone and does not go for the pin cover here on Sting.
You see Devon kind of telling Sting, go tag him. And, well, Kurt got tagged, all right, except sucker punch by Devon at Arms. And, again, right back to that corner, Mike.
Tag team specialist, as you pointed out, as Devon able to cut off the ring. And now Sting has to deal with both members of Aces and Eights as Doc comes in with rights and lefts, one after the other.
And we pointed it out. I mean, Doc, Director of Chaos, trying to prove himself to his hombres, to the Aces and Eights, because they felt kind of like, hey, listen, you call yourself the Director of Chaos, bring it.
Straight down, Doc with the splash, and Kurt Angle comes in to make the save. Want to point out that the logos on the map that you see tonight, all programs to help our military support groups. Visit Spike.com for details. And also, we will be talking about a special offer later tonight.
You see Sting showing that intestinal fortitude, that heart, constantly fighting back, but not enough. Outnumbered here, more or less, 2-1. And now Doc, Director of Chaos, that giant foot. The guy's foot's got to be like a 15. And now Devon stomping on the esophagus throat area of Sting.
Well, I have to admit, I am surprised by how effective this Aces and Eights team of Devon, the Sergeant at Arms, Doc, the Director of Chaos, has been here against Sting.
That flying elbow well placed by Devon. Quick cover, here we go. Oh!
And Sting barely got the shoulder up before the 3 count.
Keywords barely, my friend, because there wasn't much behind that kick out. You can't blame Sting. He's just been getting demolished out here. And Angle, no chance for him to get into this matchup.
Beatdown continues until both Sting and Doc from Aces and Eights go for the clothesline. Both men connect, and you can sense here that Angle, that frustration that we talked about, he is sitting on ready.
No doubt, Kurt, he feels it. He knows the moment is close. There's an opening there where both men had the same thing in mind. Those 2 big, massive double clotheslines. And now, boom, here we go.
Explosive offense from the Olympic gold medalist. Follows the clothesline. Going to try and shoot Devon off into the ropes. The reversal. No effect on Angle, who decks Devon, but then turns right around and has to deal with Doc.
Well, that Director of Chaos, he's a nasty man, but he better watch out right now.
Whoa!
Kurt Angle with that drop kick off that second rope. Watch out!
Devon airborne. The release suplex. Swing and a miss by Doc, and there he goes.
That's a big boy right there. It's like throwing a redwood.
Sergeant at Arms on the receiving end. Angle slam. Here's 2.
And Sting, watch out. Oh!
Scorpion death drop. Sting. Gonna go for the Scorpion right here. Ring positioning is great.
Sting's got it, baby. Watch out. Oh, what the hell? The bell. Got it. That baseball bat right there by Devon.
What a shot that was by Devon, just when it looked like Sting and Kurt Angle were going to be victorious. And now Angle goes shoulder first into the steel post.
And Devon, that's Bully now. Bully Ray. Oh, he wants something.
That's what he's been waiting. Oh, my. What a clothesline by Bully Ray to take down his brother Devon.
Well, he said it, right? He said it last week, I believe. He wanted to put his brother through a table, and I think Bully's going to come through with that promise right about now.
You're right. He didn't deliver last week, but this is the opportunity for Bully Ray to make good.
This place is rocking, baby.
Impact Zone is about ready to explode once Devon goes through the table.
Devon don't know what's about to hit him, man. Whoa. Devon height.
Just when it looked like Bully Ray was going to drive Devon right through the table. Devon escapes, runs out of the impact zone.
Bully in hot pursuit after him, but effective low blow needed by Sting. Director of Chaos, Doc, he's about to get powerbomb possibly, or power drip. Oh, no. Oh, God, Mike.
What did he hit him with?
Looks like a hammer. Is that
some kind of a weapon that was used?
A hammer. I think it's a...
Look out.
It's a ball-peen hammer. I can see it in his hand. Look at that. You freaking kidding me?
The impact of Sting being driven through the table. Sting not moving.
Kirk's trying to fight his way to this ring, but another member of Aces and Eights got rid of him, and they just... Thugs are just staring at a fallen Sting here. No, come on. Doc, don't do this. No! Oh, no. Somebody help out here.
Just relentless.
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on already.
Stop hitting him. Just stop.
Enough with this.
Someone get out here. Stop this.
And
he's in the back of the head, Mike.
Fortunately, Samoa Joe, Chavo Hernandez coming out to run Aces and Eights off.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a...
Got to get somebody to check on the condition of Sting here.
The doctor's out here or something. This is bad. I can't believe, Mike, that it was just talk about a violent rage with a ball-peen hammer. Are you serious?
EMTs, TNA trainers on the scene, checking on the condition of Sting.
I can't even begin to remember how many times Doc hit Sting with that ball-peen hammer across his wrist, his hands, his body. I believe the last blow was to the back of his head. Well, let's take a look here. Sting was about to finish off Doc. Got right across the spine.
First shot.
And this was just insane choke slamming. Oh my God! Look, this was it. This was the with these shots? One
after the other.
He wouldn't stop. There's just no wasted motion. Just, oh, God.
Boy, what a difficult situation this was to watch Sting being held out of the impact zone.
Horrible.
New James Bond movie, Scott.
Wrestling, where just moments ago, Sting was the victim of a very vicious and a very violent attack from Aces and Eights. What we saw prior to the commercial break was a case of the numbers game by Aces and Eights, coming out, attacking Sting from behind, driving him through the table, and then the relentless attack all over Sting's body with the hammer. I can tell you the trainers, medical staff, they are attending to Sting at this point, and we will endeavor to stay on top of this story, this situation, and we will update you just as soon as we have any information on the condition of Sting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is time to hear the fate of this week's Gut Check contestant. He comes to us from Culpeper, Virginia. Would you please welcome Christian York.
Well, the moment of truth has arrived for Christian York. The years that he has dedicated to learning his craft now all boil down to this vote, where the gut check judges will determine his fate. I want to remind you that the next gut check of a live TNA Arena event will take place on December the 1st. Fargo, North Dakota. Get all the details, get all the information at TNAgutcheck.com.
Christian, all that lies ahead for you, all that stands in the way of an Impact Wrestling contract is the decision we are about to hear from our three judges. Let's meet them now. First of all, Impact Wrestling color commentator, the human suplex machine, Taz. Our second judge, the Senior Vice President of Programming and Talent Relations for Impact Wrestling, Mr. Bruce Pritchard. And the Senior Director of Talent Relations, Mr. Al Snow. Christian York, before we hear from the judges, let's hear from you. Do you feel that last week in this ring, you put forth your very best effort to try and win a contract here in Impact Wrestling?
JB, I know I put forth my best effort, and I think the Impact Zone knows I did too.
Well, the question is, do our judges feel the same? Christian York, it's time for your Gut Check. For the decision first, we go to Taz. You will need at least 2 yeses. The majority vote to get the contract. Taz, you are up first.
Hold on a second, please. I first want to say I thought you did a great job last week. Without a doubt, you look great. You're in great condition. You got a great look. You've been doing this a while. I've been doing this a while. You know what the it factor is, right? Well, in my opinion, you have that it factor. So for me, yes, without a doubt.
Yes, from our first Judge Taz. Now, to our second judge, Bruce Pritchard. Yes or no?
Well, first of all, Christian, you have to ask yourself, you've been in this business for 16 years, but yet you haven't broken out. You haven't made it to the big league, so to speak. So you have to ask yourself this question. Do you really have it to make it? What's wrong? What kept you from making it to the big leagues? And after we asked ourselves all that same question,
we might have an answer. So maybe you just haven't had a chance. My answer's yes. Congratulations. Welcome to Impact Wrestling.
You get your 2 votes. That's enough to earn a contract. Congratulations, Christian York. You are the newest member of the Impact Wrestling roster. Congratulations. Christian, what are your thoughts? You're on the roster, buddy.
Hey, this is exactly what I worked 16 years for. And don't let anybody pull your dreams away from you. If you aspire to be something, go out and do it, because dreams can come true.
Christian York, congratulations. Welcome to Impact Wrestling.
History is made tonight for the first time ever on Gut Check. It's yeses across the board. A clean sweep for Christian York, now officially a member of the Impact Wrestling roster. All the years of hard work paid off.
Look through the contract again. There's always a loophole. You expect me to just calm down? I gave your father my word. Look through it again. That's fine. There's always a loophole, man. Come on, you know that.
While Aries looks for a loophole, up next, we will preview Sunday's Turning Point with a very special 6-man match. Tag team action right after this on Impact Wrestling.
I made you raise your game to a level you've never raised your game to before. You actually raised your game to the A-double level. But I would bet that Jeff Hardy cannot duplicate that performance.
Here comes a twist of fate. What an amazing match. Congratulations to the new World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy.
Right now, I am the best professional wrestler on this planet. Creatures, we did it!
I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure you don't raise your game to that level.
You never know what's going to happen in a ladder match. Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries, you really don't know what's going to happen. It's a different zone here, a different, dimension. If anything, it's my dimension. That the odds are against him in this match and very much with me.
Come Turning Point, we'll get that ladder out there. And I'm going to prove why I am the greatest man that ever lived.
This Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, TNA returns to pay-per-view with a very intriguing lineup at Turning Point.
Well, if Austin Aries agrees to Hulk Hogan's direct order to return Jeff Hardy's championship belt tonight, then he will challenge Hardy this Sunday in a ladder match for the world title.
As we heard earlier tonight, General Manager Hulk Hogan finally agrees to give Joseph Park his match against Aces and Eights. Sunday, Park goes one-on-one with Doc, the Director of Chaos.
World Tag Team titles on the line this Sunday. Question is, what team will be champions after Sunday at Turning Point?
Also, the television championship is at stake when the former tag team champions collide. Samoa Joe to defend against Magnus in a no disqualification match.
Well, Joey Ryan gets his first title opportunity this Sunday against the X-Division champion, RVD. Trust me, RVD will get at least 87% of all the power behind those kicks to Joey's body.
Also Sunday, Hollywood's power couple faces Impact Wrestling's husband and wife team when Tara and Jesse meet ODB and Eric Young in a very special mixed tag.
Well, Kurt Angle was targeted recently by Aces and Eights. Can Kurt get some revenge, some redemption on the Sergeant-at-Arms, Devon? We will see this Sunday.
The #1 contenders match has extremely high stakes when AJ Styles faces Bobby Roode and James Storm in a 3-way. The winner gets a world title shot, but the loser's iced out of the World Championship picture until Bound for Glory next year. Whose career will take a turning point? We'll find out this Sunday.
I really just want details at this point. How bad is he really hurt? And how quick can I get Sting back here? Because without him, I'm in more trouble than I ever could have dreamed. Yes. Every 5 minutes, call me. Thank you.
Well, hey, Hulk.
Okay.
How you been?
What's going on in here?
No, you're a big fan of mine. You must have seen me beat RVD last week. I want to give you the opportunity to congratulate me on the X-Division Championship.
Well, that's not happening. You haven't been here long enough, and you're definitely not consistent enough for me to congratulate you on anything that hasn't even happened yet. Excuse me. But But this is happening. You're not going to be at ringside during his match this Sunday, Morgan.
You still have no idea who you're messing with, do you, Hulk? But you're gonna find out yet again. Come on, Joey, let's go.
But I do know.
The following six-man tag match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Kingsland, England, Madness.
As 1/3 of the three-man team prepares for battle in tonight's six-man tag team match. Taz, let's go back. Let's review what happened last week. 1 week ago, Magnus calling out Samoa Joe on Open Fight Night.
Yeah, well, listen, it's just once things start going the opposite way than Magnus wants, well, then this highly athletic, talented young man, he kind of takes the low road. You saw right there, he hit Joe with a wrench. I mean, jeez.
Sunday at Turning Point, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian have the opportunity to win back the tag team titles. But first tonight, they face the new champs in tag action. Huge six-man match when we return.
Rated M for mature.
All we wanted was our freedom. It seems we are well and truly at war.
George Washington now rallies the colonists. This country might finally be free.
Two men will come face to face yet again in one of the most anticipated rematches of 2012.
Anytime you put Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy in a ring, it's going to be great.
Who will walk away with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship?
I am a greater competitor. I am the greater professional wrestler. I'm the greatest man that ever lived.
TNA Wrestling and Direct Auto Insurance present Turning Point live this Sunday on pay-per-view.
And his tag team partners, the World Tag Team Champions, Hernandez and Chavo Guerrero.
Yes, as we welcome you back to Impact Wrestling, we're live in Orlando, Florida. Here they are, the new World Tag Team Champs, ready to join their partner, Samoa Joe, for tonight's big six-man tag. It's going to be a big title defense for Chavo and Hernandez against Daniels and Kazarian this Sunday at Turning Point. And it was last week when our Spanish-speaking broadcast team of Hector Guerrero, Willie Urbina, they had to deal with Daniels and Kazarian on Open Fight Night, and here we go.
Yeah, just see going right at him on the tag team champs and Samoa Joe. I'll tell you, I like this team right here. I like this team of Joe and Supermex and Chavo. I think it's a nice mix.
It's the tag team champions and the TV title holder joining forces here against the three men that they are going to face this Sunday at Turning Point. Samoa Joe and Magnus in the TV title no disqualification bout, plus that tag team championship match when Daniels and Kazarian finally get the return bout from Bound for Glory.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what happens this Sunday at Turning Point in regards to the tag team titles. Who's going to leave the Sunshine State with those tag team titles?
I want to point out the concerns of our general manager, Hulk Hogan. It was evident before we went to the commercial break as Chavo goes for the pin here. Hulk checking on the condition of Sting after that brutal beating.
Just hope Sting's okay, or going to be okay. I mean, that was extremely graphic, violent, ugly, everything. Bad situation.
Daniels shot into the corner, back first into the turnbuckles as Chavo goes right back to the offense before he's cut off by the knee. Tag is in.
Whoa, little overzealous got dropped home for his aggressiveness to Kazarian. Now you got to beware. Look at this. Supermax using his own partner as a weapon.
Big Supermax dives into the splash. Taz, it's still to come tonight here on Impact Wrestling as we await the decision of Austin Aries whether he returns the stolen championship belt back to the rightful owner, the world champ, Jeff Hardy. You know what's going to happen if he doesn't. Hulk Hogan said it earlier.
Well, yeah, if he does, look at this, watching he has to run away from Joe. Yeah, if, hold on a second, wait. Ooh. If Austin Aries does not hand in that World Heavyweight title, Jeff Hardy's title, the title belt, well, then Austin Aries does not get an opportunity at the world title come this Sunday.
What a cheap shot from behind by Magnus on Samoa Joe. Two men that will meet Sunday for the TV championship, but I think we've come to expect those cheap shots from behind by Magnus, haven't we?
Yeah, well, that's, you know, I mean, listen, I personally don't have a problem with that. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, and that's how Magnus rolls.
Difficult situation here for our referee, like it is in any six-man match, but now really broken down. Finally, Earl Hebner gets control back. The piston-like right hands from Samoa Joe, taking it right to Daniels.
Samoa Joe just wearing down Daniels with those rapid-fire blows. Watch this. Bam! Man. Again, the athleticism, the pure athleticism of someone the size of Samoa Joe. Very impressive.
Taz, I know your home area very hard hit as Impact Wrestling asks you to join us, helping those affected by the Superstorm Sandy to make an impact. Go to TNA, makeanimpact.com, purchase an official Make an Impact t-shirt. 100% of the proceeds go to the Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund.
Yes, definitely a great move right there. Make an impact for sure. And Samoa Joe just not letting Daniels go anywhere. Chavo's a legal man, and here comes Chavo Guerrero. Talk about athleticism.
Chavo able to slingshot himself in onto Daniels, turns things over with the tag to his partner Supermex, and this is the power game.
Oh, man, you don't want to be there. That bear hug right there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, beautiful release over the head. Belly-to-belly suplex from a bear hug. Supermex, when you're that type of an athlete with that much power and strength, you can do just about anything you want to someone that's giving up size to you.
Great teamwork by the tag champs, punctuated by the Chavo dropkick that leads to a 2 count on Daniels.
Chavo, again, just staying all over Daniels. You got to watch Daniels. You know, it's well documented. He's slippery, he's shady.
That's probably the best thing you can say about him.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Don't get me wrong, he's a good guy. But
if those are the attributes you're looking for.
Exactly. Look at this. Well, now you're seeing what not a good guy Daniels is. Guy, he had to do that. I mean, he was getting destroyed by 3 men over there. Kazarian with a bunch of these cheap shots on one half of the tag team champions.
And now, all of a sudden, this match turns in favor of the 3-man team of Daniels, Kazarian, and Magnus, and off the double team.
Wow.
Kazarian snaps the neck of Chavo into the pin for 2. Just got word, MMA fans, you have the chance to vote for who will be in the very first Bellator fight on Spike. Visit Spike.com's Vote for the Fight and vote for which fighters should be matched up to kick off the launch of Bellator. It's coming in January right here on Spike.
You see Magnus, full court press, little stinging jabs right in the jaw of Chavo Guerrero.
And this is what Magnus is looking for when things are going great. As Chavo drilled into the corner, sent back first. And all of a sudden, the teamwork of Daniels, Kazarian, and Magnus has turned this match in their favor. Straight down goes Chavo.
Well, Daniels, I mean, I thought he was going to go for a cover and he wanted to showboat a little bit. Don't quite get that. Might have been Gangnam Style, right? You know that, Mike. Yeah, the Gangnam Style. You know that deal. Like, little crazy kids are doing it.
Assist from Daniels as Kazarian, his own partner's hip tossed right into Chavo. And Hernandez in to make the save before the 3 count.
Well, Hernandez, It was a smashing blow, almost a grazing blow. But Hernandez, if he just grazes you, it's like getting grazed by a city bus. You know what I mean? You don't have to get hit full speed by a bus. You know what I mean?
Just grazed.
It's like a Mexican bus. Big Super Mex Hernandez bus. The trains going off the tracks. Like a buses, trains, planes, all sorts of stuff.
Try and get you back on the rails here as Chavo fighting through the pain, the submission attempt by Kazarian.
Yeah, you can see that shoulder, the right shoulder's all taped up of Chavo, so not letting go, but no choice but to let go for Kazarian at this point.
Daniels in to rake the eyes of Chavo before Kazarian continues the assault and the beatdown.
See right now, Kazarian, look at Chavo, not able to even run full speed, but watch out. I'll tell you what, hit that head sizzle at full speed. Now, Chavo's got to try and get Joe or Hernandez into this contest. Look at those eyes right there, man. He's locked and loaded.
Free leg, used, roll through, tag. Here comes Supermax. Slingshot in with the shoulder block. Running clothesline, first for Daniels, then Kazarian, and there goes Magnus off the apron.
Yo, Hernandez will clear the field in a heartbeat. He will just wipe people out so quick, strong, and... just get off me, bro. Just drill Daniels.
Pounce like shoulder block. Attention turn to Kazarian. Border toss was tried, but broken up off the double team from the former tag champs. That's the power. Drives right through, but now Daniels hit Kazarian, double team suplex attempt.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Boys.
Talk about that strength. He just vertical suplex in a snap fashion. Two men. Both men coming after his tag team titles this Sunday at Turning Point.
And here are the two. They're going to square off for the TV title. The no disqualification match.
Whoa!
Big boot by Joe. Drops Magnus. Went for the backsplash, but Magnus able to avoid the contact.
Very smart by Magnus. But he got caught. He got caught big there. Great job right there by Joe. Magnus, be careful.
Full speed ahead into the corner.
Might need another wrench. Whoa!
Magnus driven with authority down to the mat, and Daniels comes across with a double sledge to stop the pin attempt by the TV champ.
Yeah, excellent timing by Daniels. Look at what, it's just mayhem out here in this six-man contest.
Ooh! Chavo quickly in to catch Kazarian, and now the tag champs have something in mind. Big man's gonna fly, look at that! Air Mexico!
Guy is just a beast. Beast mode. That's exactly how Hernandez rolls. Beast mode, my friends.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Bulldog by Chavo on Magnus. Chavo points that he's headed to the corner, going to go high risk. One would presume it's a frog splash attempt.
See that shot right there to Kazarian's face by Chavo. Whoa, Chavo.
Kazarian stops the momentum of Chavo, hooks his leg, and that enables Magnus to drop Chavo out to the floor.
Ooh. A forearm shiver right in the jaw. And Samoa Joe, he's locked in on his opponent for this Sunday for the television title.
Out of the corner, gonna go muscle buster, but now Joe has to deal with Daniels, and Daniels is in the choke.
Forget about it. I spoke too soon. Great counter by Daniels, and a little low high there.
Yeah,
high low.
High low leads to Magnus off the top. Big time elbow, follow pin, and Magnus got the 3 count.
Your winners, Magnus Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
Well, they say in life that timing is everything. Well, in our business, once you get in that ring, timing is everything for sure, my friend.
And Taz, now it is time for our direct impact of the night. It's brought to you by Direct Auto Insurance. Take it, my friend.
Well, what I'm saying about the timing is the timing of Magnus. You watch, he sees right here the low high, And watch this beautiful elbow. He picked up the scraps left behind by the challenges for the tag team titles this Sunday. If that's the scene come this Sunday, Magnus pinning Joe, we will crown a new television champion.
And that is tonight's Direct Impact of the Night. It's brought to you by Direct Auto Insurance. For a free quote, call 877-GO-DIRECT or visit directgeneral.com. And there he is. It's Austin Aries headed to the ring. Will he heed the words of Hulk Hogan and return Jeff Hardy's world title to the proper owner? We'll find out after this.
Starting Monday at Burger King, world famous.
When a plan comes together, I mean, you kidding me? This is perfect. Tonight I walk out there and I defeat AJ Styles. And then after the match, AJ and Storm are at each other's throats. My two opponents this Sunday, this is perfect. At Turning Point, I come one step closer to retaining my World Heavyweight Championship. That World Heavyweight Championship is coming back to the It Factor. It's my turning point. This is perfect. I like that vest. See you Sunday.
Taz, it was earlier tonight when Sting was the victim of a very violent attack at the hands of Aces and Eights.
It was graphic. I mean, it was graphic. Listen, we've known that Aces and Eights is violent, and let's take a look.
Sure.
I mean, we want to, but we don't want to. I mean, let's just see what happens.
It's difficult to watch.
For those that didn't see this earlier, and just a ball-peen hammer into the spine, and then that was the more or less the least of it. And look at this, just attack, just repetitive shots right in the sternum, across the wrist before, right across his abdomen. I mean, it wouldn't stop, Mike. It seemed like it went on and on forever.
Just received word that Sting has been taken to a local hospital here in Orlando, Florida. For updates on Sting's condition, go to our website, impactwrestling.com. It's this Sunday at Turning Point. The question is, will Austin Aries challenge Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight Championship in a ladder match? The answer to that question, it lies in the actions of Mr. Aries. General Manager Hulk Hogan insistent that Aries return, that Aries surrender the world title belt that he stole from Hardy. Hogan's deadline to Aries, it's right now. Return it or give up the title shot.
Jeff Hardy. Well, good. I want Jeff Hardy, too. So maybe we'll all get something we want tonight. You see, Jeff, you've been calling yourself the best wrestler on planet Earth. Quite frankly, I think that's kind of an overplayed phrase. Everybody wants to call themselves the best in the world or the best on planet Earth. And that's all fine and good, because I'm still the greatest professional wrestler in the universe. This universe or any universe. And 3 seconds, Jeff, at Bound for Glory did not change that. And the fact of the matter that I have to wrestle you in a ladder match tells you that you know, your fans know, and all the TNA officials know you can't beat me again in a professional wrestling match. You see, Jeff, a lot of people would say that your career has been defined by the ladder. Jeff Hardy, in the history of professional wrestling, you are arguably the greatest daredevil. You are arguably the greatest risk taker this business has ever seen. Jeff, you have climbed to the highest of highs, and you've taken some of the greatest falls any man has ever done. And you see, this Sunday, Jeff, at Turning Point, I'm going to guarantee that this is the fall that you don't get up from. This Sunday at Turning Point, Jeff Hardy, this is going to be the great fall you don't recover from. physically, mentally, or emotionally. Because Jeff Hardy, I'm going to walk in here Sunday at Turning Point, and I'm going to beat you at your own game. Hey, if you have to keep asking me what, why don't you shut your mouths and listen? I'm speaking English, people. I don't know what language you're speaking here. The bottom line is, Jeff, I'm going to beat you at your own game. And then I'm going to take this World Heavyweight Championship and your World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm going to have myself a party. I'm going to carry this thing around with pride, and I'm going to melt your belt down, and I'm going to make it into a belt buckle. That's right, Jeff. I'll be wearing your face right by my crotch. And there's nothing you can do about it. But you see, to make all that happen, Jeff, I've got to hand this over to you right now. I've got to hand this belt. That's what Hulk Hogan told me. That's right. You got Hulk Hogan doing your bidding for you, huh, Jeff? Well, you know what? Jeff, I'm not going to hand this belt over to you. No, I'm not going to do it. Because if you want this belt, Jeff, you can come down like a man and take it from me.
Like all of us, the World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Hardy has had enough of Austin Aries. Aries says he's not going to hand over Hardy's World Heavyweight Championship.
Well,
and I know the charismatic enigma, he's not afraid to take it away.
No, sir. Looks like Sunday might come a couple days early. These boys are going to go. I can feel it. They're going to go.
And the second that Hardy hits the ring, he's cut off by Aries, and the fight is on.
See, Aries just trying to make... watch out, watch out. Watch out for that brain buster, man. That's Aries' deal. And watch out.
Oh, yeah. Watch out for the twist of fate as Aries just escaped.
Well, that is the World Heavyweight Champ for sure.
World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Hardy, he's got possession of both of those World Championship belts. And is that the visual that we're going to see in 3 days at Turning Point? If it is, Taz, then Jeff Hardy is still going to be World Heavyweight Champion, and the creatures of the night are going to celebrate.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Jeff Hardy. A ladder match is right in his wheelhouse. That style is what Hardy's... What the hell? Oh my God. Jeez. Oh my God, what a fall that was. Aries came out of nowhere.
Never saw him coming. I know Hardy didn't have any clue, any idea. And now Aries climbing the ladder while it's positioned over Hardy.
I got to tell you, Mike, you asked if looking at Hardy before with those two titles, that's the vision we're going to see. Is that the vision we're going to see this Sunday? Because if it is, Aries will be the world champ again. Let's take a look here at this. Oh, that game.
Oh my God.
That was worse than I thought it was. Jeez. Wow. Austin Aries setting the table for this Sunday for sure.
Will Austin Aries beat Jeff Hardy in his own game? The ladder match, the answer, this Sunday at Turning Point.